Hey guys, coming in here to talk about FedEx Day. This is the final project for Unit 8, Session 5, our unit on Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. So FedEx Day, a little bit of background. It all started, at least for me, with this guy right here, Dan Pink. He wrote this awesome book. It's called Drive, and it's about things that motivate people. If you're looking for a summer read and you like kind of exciting nonfiction stuff, it might be a good one. He definitely pulled me in. And one of the things that he talked about in the book Drive is that when people have access to three things, autonomy, mastery, and purpose, that they are often likely to find motivation with what they are doing. One of the other things that he talks about is, or really a manifestation of those things, is with something that some companies have come to call a FedEx Day, or basically, in a nutshell, it's creative time that employees can use to work on whatever they want that moves the company forward. So if we look at Google, for example, Google encourages their employees to take about 1/5 of their time, or 20% of their time, kind of one day every week, to work on cool creative things. And Google, as you may not remember, but Google used to be just a search engine. Then because of this kind of creative free time, they came up with Gmail. They came up with things like Maps, kind of all these other things that Google does. Many of them have come out of this kind of free sort of creative work time. So that's what we're doing. That's our final project. Okay, it's not easy. It's not something that you just blow through very quickly. It's still very challenging, but you've got a large degree of choice as to what you do. So please read everything on this page. And after you've read this, you need to take 20 minutes and explore some of these resources on this page. My advice, I would start with this one. Start with this RSA Animate video. And then with other time you have, maybe you read more about Dan Pink, maybe read about how this company called Atlassian uses these FedEx days. There's some blog posts about it. There's more about Pink here. Like I said, I think this guy's work is great. I think this is a good one just to watch. Here's another interview with some guys from a company that have done these things. So like I said, take at least 20 minutes and kind of learn a bit about the background of FedEx days and why we are doing it. All right, next slide. This is the details on our FedEx Day. Please make sure that you read everything on this slide in detail. In a nutshell, what we will be doing is spending 3 hours creating something, and what that something is your choice. It needs to be professional, it needs to be high quality, it needs to be obviously appropriate to school. Spend 3 hours creating something that shows what you've learned throughout this unit. I highly recommend going back to your literary journals. Those will be absolutely crucial when you do this. You're going to share your project on the discussion board. You're also going to provide feedback on other students' work. And it needs to address one or more of these questions. Okay, so please make sure, check out those questions, and you need to be clear in your project which of these questions are you addressing, and that should be very clear to the audience what you're doing. All right, so what options do you have here? Well, you got a whole bunch. Here's a couple of videos that have been created by students in the past for this project. They were doing this associated with other books, but you might get an idea if you want to do a video sort of thing. But I've also got on the right-hand side here a bunch of other possibilities. This is not by any means the entire list of what you can do. And I'd also recommend, guys, as you're choosing this, if you're not sure if something would work or not, work with me, Kate. Shoot me a message, shoot me a text, whatever. Let's get in touch and see if we can plan something together so that you have something that you'll have fun with and also can really show what you've learned in this unit. It's a lot of freedom and creativity, but like I said, it's also challenging because it needs to connect to these questions, and it really needs to show what you've learned in the unit. If you want to work with someone else in the class, that could be possible. But if you want to do that, get in touch with me ASAP, like now, and we'll figure out, okay, how can you guys work together to do a group project, okay? I'm more than happy to consider that if you come to me with a proposal ahead of time. In other words, you can't just turn in a project with 2 names on it without consulting me beforehand. So guys, that's pretty much what we're looking at. Like I said, it's a cool project. I hope that you enjoy it as much as I have. You can see you get 100 points for your project, also 15 points for providing feedback on 2 peers project in the form of 2 positives and 1 compelling question. If you're doing like a video project or something, put that online and just give us the link to it. That's the best way to share it if it's a video. And if it's something else, it could even be a paper. Hey, you can write a paper for this assignment if you want to. Many students have done that and done it well in the past. If it's something like that, you'll simply share the file. And if you have something that you're not sure how to share, get in touch with me and let's figure out a plan. All right, guys, so that's it. FedEx Day, the final assignment of the semester. Big points there. Again, something to take time on and plan well, and carry it out with 3 hours for your overnight delivery.